So we use Jobvite in a couple of unique ways. We have other systems that we use for hiring, but for our social media efforts, we needed something that was quick, where we could actually tweet a position or maybe share it out to some of our employees so that they could tap their networks for referrals. I think what you get with the social recruiting effort, when you tie the social to the recruiting, you get an amplification of your employment brand, as well as you get more at the top of the funnel, meaning you have more interest, more applicants, more flow to your open positions. I think it's a little difficult to navigate all the openings. At any given time, you could have thousands of openings in many countries and many locations. And it's difficult to get a recruiter to engage with you because they do have so much interest. With Jobvite, I'm able to see who's interested in the positions and then actually go out and engage with them. And for them, the candidate experience is stellar, and it gives us a competitive advantage because it's coming from a person, not from a machine or from a logo. We just did a campaign over the summer, or a set of campaigns actually over the summer, where my whole intent was to go out and connect with people at the store level about being a partner and the opportunity of being a partner at Starbucks. We call our employees partners. And the feedback, even from the folks that didn't get a job, even from the people we had to disposition or essentially reject, because it came from a person, and because I initiated the initial outreach was from me, and because we got to know each other, right? It was Jeremy and Kevin getting to know each other. They felt more comfortable in the letdown than having maybe applied to a black hole and then got an automated rejection letter. That's not an experience anybody wants. Another note there is, if you're going to play on the social web, or if you're going to use social media in your recruitment marketing efforts, you have to have engagement built into your plan. If you don't have engagement and you just go out there and broadcast these jobs and these new channels, you're just going to create more of the same problem you're having, which is this black hole and lack of engagement. People would be surprised to know that although Starbucks is, it's an in-person, we like to call it the third place, right? You come into one of our stores and you have a moment of connection with a barista and you have a cup of coffee. Because our experience from a consumer perspective is offline, people would venture to guess that we might spend less effort or resources towards our online experience. But that's actually false. Since our candidates are our customers and our customers are our candidates, we spend just as much time making sure the candidate experience is as good as the consumer experience. So in today's market, the candidate experience needs to be done online, usually first. And sometimes it's coming into our stores and then we direct them to go online. In fact, in the next couple of weeks, we have a new employment brand campaign that'll be launching in all of our stores. So that connection between our retail footprint and our online social media channels is key to our success. And Jobvite facilitates bridging that gap between our offline and online, right? It really helps in a unique way, again, going back to accelerating our postings out into the social media channels. So the volume of hiring that we do at Starbucks is large, obviously. And one of the problems you have when you have a large amount of hiring is this top of the funnel. It's all of the interested candidates. Do you really have the bandwidth as a recruiter to actually look at every single candidate? So people get lost in the system. That's a chronic problem with most of us larger companies. Jobvite helps us have more visibility, and it also helps tap those networks in a social or a personal engagement sort of way. So it came from Kevin and it was your friend Joe. And because you know Joe and you have some skin in the game, and Joe came through that social channel, he is less likely to get lost in the system. So I think most all of our tools is going to move towards this more high touch plus high tech model, and Jobvite's on the leading edge for that.